North Korea's state-run media is reporting an American prisoner in the country, Matthew Miller, intentionally got himself arrested so that he could gain international attention. Miller was convicted of committing hostile acts and was sentenced to 6 years of hard labor last week. The state-run Korean Central News Agency says when Miller arrived in the country in April, he tore up his visa and behaved rudely. KCNA says he did this so he could go to prison and expose human rights violations. KCNA even said Miller was trying to become the second Snowden, referring to former NSA contractor Edward Snowden, who is living in asylum in Russia after leaking U.S. government documents. The state-run news agency also noted U.S. Secretary of State John Kerry's recent comments about North Korea didn't help Miller's case.
This is an evil, evil place.
The U.S. has demanded the release of Miller and the 2 other American detainees in the country. But in an interview set up by government officials with CNN, and which sounded somewhat rehearsed, Miller said he was disappointed that his government has not sent anyone to facilitate his release.
The American government is known for having a strong policy of protecting its citizens, yet for my case, there is still no movement.
Multiple outlets speculate this interview was set up by North Korea in hopes of getting an American envoy in the country. The isolated nation is believed to be seeking dialogue with U.S. representatives to increase its international respect. A CNN opinion writer even described the detained Americans as bait. High-profile envoys have made these kind of visits to the country before. In 2009, former President Bill Clinton came to the country and was able to free 2 American journalists. And in 2010, former President Jimmy Carter helped release an American missionary with a visit to North Korea. This week, Carter volunteered to seek the current hostages' release if the U.S. government designated him to do so. Despite the notion that these hostages are a ploy to get another American politician in the country, U.S. officials say North Korea is not accepting any American envoy offers at this time. For Newsy, I'm Madison Burke.